Hey guys, and welcome back to another Queen Form video. In today's video, we have some sad news for a beloved prepaid brand that we know here on the channel, and it's very close to me since, it's one of the things that I kind of started with, which my first phone was the Galaxy S2, and actually it was on Virgin Mobile, so Virgin Mobile was really my first prepaid carrier, and then I kind of migrated to Boost Mobile, but like I said, Virgin Mobile and Boost Mobile really did help the channel out. But as you can see here, thanks to bestmvno.com. You can check them out. This is where this article is coming from, and I kind of want to talk to you guys about it. They did a really good job on this article, so I thought I'd share it with you guys and hopefully push some traffic to their website since they do an amazing job. So it says iconic brand Virgin Mobile USA is closing. So this is the USA part of it is subscribers will be transferred to Boost Mobile, so Boost Mobile will be getting a lot of more customers now, because Virgin Mobile customers are going to be migrating to Boost Mobile, and everybody has known that Boost Mobile and Virgin Mobile basically the same thing. They're by that I mean that it's ran through Sprint's network, and a lot of people, if you were younger, usually Virgin Mobile was trying to appeal, I think, to the younger audience. Well, at least for me it was, because when I started with Virgin Mobile, guys, I had just a couple minutes, I think 1,300 minutes, and I think it was 1,300 text messages. 1,300 talk minutes and unlimited calling and 5 gigs of data or something like that. But we'll check it out. You can learn more there. But it says an iconic wireless brand has quietly announced that it is discontinuing service. Virgin Mobile USA is migrating all of its customers to Boost Mobile, which it just kind of went through to Boost Mobile because now they're going to get Virgin Mobile customers, which a lot of people think, the Virgin Mobile was kind of gone or anything. They still had, millions of customers. So it's only going to make Boost Mobile more powerful or bigger in the prepaid game, and especially with the whole merger going on. So that's kind of a good news, because I thought Virgin Mobile was kind of done, honestly. And this is a good way to kind of save its customer base, to tell you the truth. It says customer migration will take place in early February. So that's pretty soon. That's, a month away. Virgin Mobile subscribers were notified of the upcoming change by way of a text message. Sprint and Virgin Mobile have yet to issue any press release or public comment on the closure, aside from Virgin Mobile setting up a FAQs page about this continuation of service. At the time of publishing this article, Virgin Mobile has not yet noted on its homepage that it's closing down. So they haven't even they haven't even notified really the whole world, just really their customers, which at least, it's nice that they're notifying them. But still, they should probably do a press release or something on the news to, maybe potential new customers, if there is any, not sign up with Virgin Mobile, because they'll get migrated either way. Probably just sign up with Boost or one of the other prepaid carriers out there, It says Virgin Mobile USA was founded in 2001 as a joint venture between Sprint and Virgin Group Ltd. The company went public in 2007 and IPO'd with a value of $412.5 million. Wow. Just 2 years later, Sprint, of course, they took over Virgin Mobile, made it private again. They basically, bought the company for $483 million, or about $5.50 per share, which is not bad. At the time of the purchase, Virgin Mobile USA had, look at this, 5.2 million customers. Like I said, Virgin Mobile was strong, guys. I remember, like I said, Virgin Mobile was very popular with kids and teenagers like myself at that time. It's just the plans were really cheap, and it was like $35. Like I said, I had 1,300 minutes of talk, which, being a kid, nobody really talked. You wanted unlimited texting and data, and that's really what we kind of cared about. Really, texting was a big thing back in the day. Data wasn't as big because, we didn't really have big social media like, Instagram, Facebook, Netflix, and all that stuff, at least not the streaming service. It says traditionally Virgin Mobile targeted urbanites, urbanites, and those with low income and credit, that's for sure. But with the explosion of the MVNO marketplace over the years and the growth of Sprint's other prepaid brand, Boost Mobile, like I said, Boost Mobile definitely took a big chunk of Virgin Mobile's customers. Virgin Mobile was often neglected as competing brand took over its market share. That's true because when at a Boost Mobile store, I remember we had Virgin Mobile and Boost Mobile. We had them on each side. Boost Mobile, of course, was more towards the front entrance where everybody can see them, and Virgin Mobile was more, I would say, on the other side of the counter. It wasn't really neglected, but it wasn't really pushed that hard. But the plans were pretty cheap. But being a Boost Mobile store, of course, people were buying Boost Mobile phones, even though both of them were offered. It says Virgin Mobile fails time and time again at rebranding. Several times over the last few years, Sprint tried desperately to find a new target audience and to revive the brand, but failed miserably. And we'll talk about that in the next section of this. So shout out to our #1 supporter, guys. It wouldn't be couldn't be making this video without these guys. So Honey is a free web browser extension that will find you the best promo codes on popular shopping websites like Boost Mobile, Best Buy, Walmart, and many more. Get it today at joinhoney.com/ref/dragonic to save even more. I will have this in the description below, guys. It's free to install, saves you money, finds you best coupons. Will be in the description below. We'll use that link, download it, make your first purchase. I will get a small commission, so it will help out the channel. So, all right, so let's go ahead and see 2016 failures. So, in May of 2016, Sprint then CEO Marcelo Clare proclaimed that Sprint was in process of relaunching our Virgin Mobile brand in the year with much stronger value proposition, which is true. They did a lot. Like, I'm going to skim through this. Virgin Mobile's cheapest plan actually increased from $30 to $35, which is true, but you got a lot more value. It did come with more data, improving from 500 megabytes to 5 gigabytes. At this time, in 2016, everybody knew that data was a big thing, and 500 megabytes was not doing it at all. So that's a big jump from 500 megabytes to 5 gigabytes, guys. A $40 plan with 4 gigabytes of data was increased to $45 plan, and they gave you 10 gigabytes. So before $40 a month only gave you 4 gigs, they bumped it up $5 but gave you 10 gigabytes. A $60 plan with 60 gigabytes was eliminated. So wow. While the changes made Virgin Mobile a better value proposition at the time, they weren't groundbreaking, and the price increase may have alienated some of the traditional customer base, which is true. If you've been loyal to a prepaid brand for such a long time, and you're expected to pay $30, and then they're like, no, we're going up to 35 or 45. I mean, think about it right now with cable companies, internet companies. I mean, if you're paying, let's say, $40 for your internet or your cable, and then all of a sudden they're like, nope, it jumped up to $70. I mean, a lot of people are gonna be mad, and they might feel like they don't care about them. They might be thinking about switching to a different cable company or whatever it is. So yeah, so it says, to top it off, Boost Mobile plans were also improving with the launch of a $45 with autopay unlimited LTE data plan, making Virgin Mobile's $45 plan virtually dead on arrival. So that's true. Boost Mobile launched, I remember, it's $50 plus you get a $5 discount. So basically $45, and you got unlimited data, which had no cap. So much for the stronger value proposition. Now another failure, and the big one, it was in 2017, which shocked a lot of Android users, was an iPhone only provider. That's what Virgin Mobile was trying to be popular with iPhone kids, or the Apple users, should I say. But it failed because most of its clientele was Android. So it's pretty crazy that they're trying to do an only iPhone thing. So it says, just a year later in 2017, Virgin Mobile rebranded again. And I remember there's a lot of videos on this. I made videos, and a couple other YouTubers made this, but as an iPhone only provider with only one plan priced at $50 a month. So they only had one plan. It was literally $50 plus taxes and fees for unlimited LTE data, which sounds pretty good. I mean, $50 for unlimited data is still pretty good versus today. I mean, you can get that deal anywhere, really. Then it says, and once again, Virgin Mobile alienated half of its potential customers base and increased prices. So yet again, they increased their prices, and like I said, all the Android users, which was, I think, big majority of Virgin Mobile customers, they were basically pushed aside, which kind of sucked. So it says new customers did, however, get a heck of a deal, which is really, so it's true. I mean, $50 at that time, it was a very good deal. Those who purchased an iPhone from Virgin Mobile were able to get up to 1 year of service for just $1. Now that was pretty big. So remember, this time it's prepaid. So if you wanted, let's say, an iPhone 7 or whatever out there at that time, and the phone was $700, you had to pay $700, but you got a year's worth of service for $1. That was huge. I mean, that basically was paying for the iPhone. You know, if you could do it like on payments on a credit card or something. It says, however, like Virgin's previous relaunch, the deal being offered was overshadowed by a better deal available directly from Sprint. So they're always getting overshadowed by, you know, the bigger brother, either Boost Mobile or definitely Sprint. Customers who brought their own phone to Sprint were able to get a year of service with unlimited LTE data for free. So at that point, I mean, you can probably, you know, it's better for you just take your phone to Sprint and get unlimited data for free for only $1. Once again, Sprint's failed to differentiate Virgin Mobile offer from its own. So I think this is a largely Sprint's fault for, you know, basically doing the same thing, or two of the same things at the same time, instead of maybe letting Virgin Mobile kind of do its $1 deal for a little while and then them launching their deal. It says Virgin Mobile's tenure as an iPhone only provider was short-lived, which of course which was definitely a failure, because like I said, a lot of people can't afford iPhones, especially, you know, if you're going on prepaid. Just 1 year after relaunching it, Virgin Mobile USA was forced to cut nearly 2/3 of its workforce. Wow. That I did do a video on, guys. If you want, I will have that in the end of this video, so you guys can check it out. The brand was also pulled out of Target and Android phones, and new plans were out again and made available. The new plans offered were essentially the same plans Virgin launched in 2016. And then finally, the last thing to, you know, the last nail in the coffin was they were no longer sold at Walmart, which I remember still seeing them at Walmart make videos of this. And then, like I said, now if you're a customer with Virgin Mobile, you will migrate over to Boost Mobile, guys, and if you will have to prepay for your Boost Mobile plan. And Virgin Mobile did have a 45, 90-day top-up options that will not be available anymore. You will have to get a Boost Mobile plan. So that's about it, guys, on these news. I want to make this video just because they did such a good job, you know, showing you everything instead of me making graphs and this and that. So, like I said, shout outs to them. What do you think? This is truly sad that finally Virgin Mobile is the last nail in the coffin. You know, everybody's known that Virgin Mobile has declined in customer base, and just overall, just as a company. You know, nobody really talks about Virgin Mobile. When was the last time you heard somebody talking about Virgin Mobile? If it wasn't for me or some other people here on YouTube, or you know, that I really haven't even seen a commercial for Virgin Mobile. I used to see them all the time. So it is pretty sad that Virgin Mobile's going away, but I think it was time. It's better that it's kind of, you know, finally going to kind of merge with Boost Mobile in a way. At least the customer base is going to Boost Mobile, which Boost Mobile is such a lot bigger has a bigger customer base and a bigger company, especially with the merger going on. I think we're excited for that. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you, guys. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about this. And it's a sad day for Virgin Mobile. So thank you.